The Rocky Mountain Elk Foundation is a well-oiled conservation machine, and the fuel that fires that RMEF engine and our conservation mission is our volunteer army of 11,000 strong. Whether raising critical funding at successful big game banquets, membership drives, and other events, or rolling up sleeves at boots-on-the-ground volunteer projects, your dedication and passion make a tangible difference for elk and elk country. Simply put, that is worth celebrating. Each year here at Volunteer Fun Night, we present the Chairman's Awards, which recognize outstanding volunteers whose dedication, accomplishments, and contributions make a profound impact on our mission. The folks who nominated this year's recipients are you, their peers, for going above and beyond for conservation. Here are this year's winners. We begin in the desert Southwest. Gregg Matchett knows about dedication. He earned his education degree while working as a high school custodian. Then he taught 5th grade in PE for 33 years, earned a master's in guidance and counseling, and eventually became a vice principal. An RMEF life member and devoted volunteer, Matchett served as co-chair of the Tucson chapter since 2008. Under his leadership, the chapter consistently ranks as one of the nation's top achievers. He even devotes one weekend a month selling memberships and raffle tickets at Sportsman's Warehouse. You'll find Gregg at every Tucson chapter event, from golf tournaments to team roping, and he travels extensively to help other chapters. Says Arizona State Chair John Tudor, he will not leave an event without speaking to everyone in the room. Gregg also volunteered the last 7 years at the National Finals Rodeo, spending the 10-day event manning RMEF's membership booth. Gregg has shaped many lives as an educator and has given endlessly to those he taught, says Tudor. He certainly has done the same for RMEF. We shift our attention to the upper Midwest, where Dwayne Acker has been a part of the Badger chapter since its inception 27 years ago. He's one of only 2 original volunteers still on the chapter committee, and he served as both chapter chair and financial chair since 2005. If there is an event close by, you can be assured Duane will be there, either working for RMEF or supporting RMEF, says Kurt Flack, Wisconsin Regional Director. Duane is always willing to step up and never has a complaint, no matter what you ask him to do. Each year, Acker attends a number of other chapter banquets around the state, as well as a multitude of other RMEF events, from National Convention to Wisconsin Bugle Days. He's been vital in starting and executing Madison Elktoberfest and the Madison Women for Wildlife event. A fervent supporter of hunting and conservation, he's also a strong local voice when it comes to promoting Wisconsin's elk restoration efforts. Though humble about his dedication, Acker is also an RMEF life member and Imperial Habitat partner, supporting RMEF financially beyond his volunteer commitment. Few volunteers can claim to have shown such a high level of support, enthusiasm, and love of elk country and elk for so many years, says Flack. Duane's passion and sense of humor have made him one of the most likable and dependable volunteers I know, and he's truly deserving of special recognition for his many years of dedicated service to RMEF. Now let's venture to North Carolina, where Joyce Cooper is anything but a novice when it comes to giving back. Her volunteer resume alone spans 50 years, and she's been involved with RMEF for 25 of those. She's a life member, a habitat partner, former co-chair of the Great Smoky Mountains chapter, and North Carolina State Chair. It's safe to say that the Tar Heel elk scene would not be the same without her. Cooper has played a critical role in many RMEF projects since the reintroduction of elk to Great Smoky Mountain National Park in 2001. Under her leadership, the GSM chapter raised $1.1 million to aid restoration efforts. She's also coordinated the chapter's popular annual Children's Talking Trees Trout Derby since 2003 and took it upon herself to secure grants to purchase fishing poles for the almost 2,000 children that attend. Her name is also a frequent byline for stories in Bugle, Wapiti Wire, and local and regional newspapers. When Joyce is not making a difference from behind a desk, she's in the field, where she's spent hundreds of hours working with park biologists, replacing GPS collars and ear tags. It's not unusual to see Cooper giving presentations about elk to park visitors and community members. Regional Director Chris Croy says this: Joyce is a breed that talks the talk, walks the walk, and challenges everybody along the way to join her. Finally, to the Pacific Northwest, a jack of all trades, Ron Poole is known around RMEF banquets as the "what can I do to help" guy. Joining RMEF just 3 years after its founding, he remains an exemplary member and vital volunteer. Poole became a Klamath Falls chapter committee member in 1998 and a founding member of the Oregon State Leadership Team in 2002. Whether selling tickets at a banquet or recruiting new members at Hunter's Bonanza, Poole does every task with a quiet confidence that earns him tremendous respect from fellow volunteers. An Air Force veteran and an engineer by trade, he might best be known for his artistic talent. His sketches grace the Oregon Elk Camp Cuisine Cookbook, and he created the artwork for RMEF's 40-page Conservation Celebration coloring storybook about an elk named Snoops that teaches youth about hunting and conservation. Ron has always exemplified the core values of commitment and teamwork, says Stanley Kuntzman, Oregon Events team leader. This is a man who never seeks recognition, getting his rewards from mission accomplishment. And maybe most importantly, Ron teaches the next generation those same conservation values, as his 13-year-old grandson Matt can attest. I'm so thankful to have him, and for all that he's taught and shown me. Grandpa has made a huge impact in my life.